Hey everybody, it's Steve from Corporate Gone Country. I'm just an ex-corporate guy trying to do country things, and sometimes I'm even successful at it. Well, the country thing we're doing today is we think we've got some critters living underneath this house, so we're going to place little jars of ammonia underneath this house through these vents that are in the skirt, and we're going to try to drive rats and other little critters out. So we're going to put some ammonia in this sprayer, and we're going to broadcast spray it within this space down here as good as we can. And then we're going to take some of these jars that I've been saving just around the house. We're going to drill holes in them and fill those with ammonia such that the vapors will continuously come out. And by really giving this a good shot of ammonia in the limited time that we're here, we're hoping that we can get enough vapors going underneath the house that it'll drive out the snakes and the rats and skunks if there's any under there. Okay, so I have a half gallon of ammonia and a half gallon of water in here, which equals a total gallon of fluid. I've got this sprayer set up where it's going kind of wide, and I'm just going to give it a good soaking underneath the house here. What'll happen is when I put the vent cover back on, still some air will circulate and we'll lose some of the vapors to outside of the skirting, but also some of them will just circulate underneath the house, and that's what we're looking for. So I'm not saying that this is guaranteed to work. I'm just trying it. That's what we do here at Corporate Gone Country. We try stuff. I'm going to take this old vitamin C container here, and I'm going to drill a few holes in it. So I got a hole in the lid, and then I got a few holes around the crown here. And I'm going to put undiluted ammonia in here, and then I'm going to try to snake it through that hole and use this grabber to set it in there as far as I can get it. Hopefully not spill too much, but then allow this thing to sit just on the ground inside the skirting. I'm only going to fill this up maybe about halfway, maybe a little bit more than that. Hopefully not too much will spill out. Then I can take this grabber like that, and I can just place it on the ground. And if I can get the grabber out, look at that. I'll check it with my light, and we're good. I got it right on top of a flat rock, so that one's good. We'll leave it there. We'll put this vent on, and then we'll go to another one. All right, well, it's later in the evening, and we managed to get all the vents sprayed with ammonia solution, and we also put those jars under the house, so all that's working right now. And we've gone ahead and cleared away the ladders and some building materials that we had stored against this sea container, and you can see that there's some holes down here where critters have been going in and out. So we're going to go ahead and spray ammonia all around this thing and see if we can drive out anything that's under there. And then we'll, a couple days from now, once everything's had a chance to clear out, we'll go back and fill up these holes and block them from things getting underneath. We did see a mouse in there earlier today, so we know there's some holes in here where at least the rodents can get in there. Once we sprayed with ammonia, we use this air blower to circulate the vapors underneath the sea container. So it's been a couple days since we sprayed ammonia underneath this sea container, and now we're just trying a myriad of methods to try and keep critters from coming here in the future. We've cut this 4x4 to length to where it'll fit snugly in this hole, and then we'll put a 1x on top of that and close the gap tight. So there's 4 of these holes like this, and we'll get each one of them the same way. I mean, ain't nothing gonna get in there once we put this 1x on. Okay, now we got a gap that's about this wide. We want to stick this in on top. That didn't work. Okay, well, we broke the last board that we tried to hammer in here, so we got this one trimmed up so it's still real tight. We had a couple of burrs on the metal that we had to contend with, so we'll try to knock this in here. And that's going to keep out any snakes or mice. So we're just using upcycled materials on plugging these holes, and we put another 4x4 in there. It's got a tight fit. We put a 2x6 over it, just put a couple of screws in it, and now we've got a snake-proof and rat-proof hole. And so for these holes that the rats and mice have dug themselves, or the other little critters, we're taking this 1/4-inch square hardware cloth and we're just making a roll of it in here. We're putting it in the hole that they made, and then we're going to go ahead and fill it up with this foam. And then we're going to paint over it after the foam dries, and then cover it with some stones. So that's our plan for doing, keeping the rats and mice out from under the sea container in the holes that they dug. You can shoot it right through the holes. Yep. All right, we use that rodent expanding foam and hardware cloth on these holes where it looked like some kind of critter were getting under the house. We use the wood blocks there on the forklift holes under the sea container. So the combination of the hardware cloth and the foam hopefully will be somewhat effective. There was a lot of places where animals were getting under the sea container here. This isn't a complete, 100% proof solution, but I think it'll slow them down. Also, we were really concerned about giving rattlesnakes a place to hide, and this will reduce the probability that they get under the sea container as well. So, and we'll see if something digs around that foam and that hardware cloth and those plugs. But we also found it where the mice were coming in to the sea container. It was right there at the corner of this front door here, and we've done a little bit of fixing there. So we're ready to go. Thank you for watching today's episode of Corporate Gone Country. If you like what you see here, please like and subscribe. We really appreciate your viewership and hope to see you on a future video. Bye now.